So you're at a point where you understand English, you can read articles in the workplace, but you can still not communicate as fluently and as confidently as you do in your native language. And part of it is because you don't have a plan to become confident and fluent so that you can capitalize on career opportunities coming your way. Now, in this video, stay tuned because we're going to chart out a 30-day plan where step by step, day by day, you're gonna know what to do to achieve your personal and professional goals in English. Stay tuned. Hello, it's me, Francisca from English to Thrive. You can follow me here on Instagram. And first things first, subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell so that you're reminded that I release videos on English, confidence for ambitious, high achieving professionals. Okay, so I hear this all the time. I don't have anyone to practice with. I'm not in an English speaking country. How can I improve my English speaking skills? I'm gonna explain to you a plan that lasts 4 weeks that's based on my methodology. I'm a non-native English speaker that has acquired native live communication skills. So I know a thing or two about what you need to achieve that so desired fluency and confidence in English. And as a mentor, I've built skills on confidence in English, stepping out of comfort zone, resilience, and those are all characteristics that you need if you want to execute a plan that's going to accelerate your confidence and fluency. Now, to speak better English, you not only need to practice with someone. I know that sounds weird, but you also need a complete system that allows you to think more in English so that you can easily speak later on. Now, I'm talking about my methodology, the Speak methodology, inside of my program, the English Confidence Method. If you want to know more about it, I suggest that you book a chat so that we can see if you're a fit to work with me and my community inside of the English Confidence Method. Now, to be able to succeed and execute on a plan to get to a particular outcome, you need motivation. And nothing says better than motivation than having a goal in mind. So we're gonna divide, as I said, this plan in 4 weeks. Now, a week has obviously 7 days, right? And so we're gonna start by something that I make my students do, which is called the 1-week language habit building strategy. What the hell is that? Okay, so first, on day 1, you're going to write about your goal. Now, I'm not only talking about, okay, learning better English, speaking better English, or improving my writing skills. No, what's like your deep motivation? So one of the answers that my students have written about inside of my program are, I want to be a leader in my country. I want to get a better job. I want to work in Canada. Deep motivations that are going to make you study and execute on a plan. Now, I recently enrolled a student of mine who is a doctor, and his goal is to be able to communicate as fluently and as confidently like he does in his native language, because he wants to train other physicians, about medicine in English, and he wants to also have the opportunity to have more easy and peaceful conversations with clients, with his patients in English, and I'm sure he's going to be able to achieve that because he has a plan. So on day 1, you're going to write a goal, and you're going to begin warming up your brain by doing small actions in English. Habit is so important when you want to master a skill. It's when you go to the gym. First day, you're gonna be like, oh my god, this is too long, like I want to get out of here. I want to be in my house watching TV and eating pizza. I know, I've also been there. But the key with habit building is you have to start small and take it from there. So the small actions lead to big results. I love that phrase because it's true. So in this 1-week language habit building strategy, after you have written a goal, I want you to do small activities in English. So maybe you're gonna just go ahead and watch a 2-minute video on YouTube in English. Say that would be day 1. Okay, then day 2, what you're gonna do is you're gonna increase the time. Now you're not gonna watch a video that lasts 2 minutes. You're gonna watch a video that lasts 4 minutes. Okay, and even if you don't understand, lean into the discomfort, because that is how you are going to become better. Now on day 3, what you're gonna do is watch a 6-minute video on YouTube, and it can be a motivational video, so it gets you pumped up to study English, right? And you're gonna go into a site that it's called the New York Times, and there are different paragraphs, and it may sound like complicated English, but remember, the goal here is to build a habit, not so much to learn vocab yet. So that's going to be day 3. You're going to watch a 6-minute video and then read some excerpts, meaning paragraphs in English. Now on day 4, you're going to go ahead and watch a 10-minute video in English. It can be, again, on YouTube. It can be about motivation. It can be about confidence, so that it can get you inspired as well to continue with this plan. And you're going to read also some more excerpts in the New York Times in this tool. Remember that if you started reading 2 or 3 paragraphs, now you can increase it to 4 or 5 paragraphs. The idea is to incrementally increase the time of habits in English. And then on day 5, what you're gonna do is you can watch a 20-minute series. You can watch a series like How I Met Your Mother with or without subtitles. I advise that if you're a beginner, watch it with subtitles so that you can learn more vocab. And if you're more advanced, you can watch that series without subtitles. And again, lean into the discomfort of not understanding every word, okay? So on day 6, what you're gonna do is you're gonna read a whole article on the New York Times. Not only paragraphs, but a whole article that can be related to a passion of yours or your profession, okay? And you're gonna watch a 30-minute series. Now, there's a lot of them on Netflix. Now, day 7, what you're gonna do is watch an hour-long series in English. And then you're gonna read 2 articles in the New York Times. It can be related to a passion of yours or profession again. What this whole week is gonna do is warm up your brain to think more in English, which is the base and the foundation for the following activities that we're gonna do in the following weeks. Now that you have your goal and that you are warming up your brain and are building habits in English, we're gonna go to week 2. And week 2 is about immersion. Now, as I said before at the beginning of this video, many people say, I'm not in an English-speaking country, so I cannot speak better English because of that. But no, I didn't live in an English-speaking country for many years, and I still build habits and systems, and I still talk and speak this way. So no excuses. And what we're gonna do is use things like social media, tech devices, to make sure that you think more and more in English each day and that you immerse yourself in an English-speaking scenario. Now, what you're gonna do is, day 1, you're gonna follow some native English speakers on Instagram. And so every time that you scroll down, you'll see posts in English. So that's day 1. Day 2, you're gonna go ahead and on Facebook, follow groups and communities that speak about topics of your interest. You're not only immersing yourself in English and learning vocab, but you're also learning about your profession. So you can go ahead and go to communities. If you're, for example, an economist, we have an economist in our group instead of the English Confidence Method. He has subscribed to communities of economists in English, okay? And you can do the same with something that's related to your profession. And every time that you open up Facebook, you're gonna see English all over the place. Day 3, you're gonna go ahead and switch, if you haven't already done so, your cell phone, your computer, your smart TV to English, okay? So every time that you're at home, you say English everywhere. Now, day 4, and this is an interesting one, newsletters. You're gonna go ahead and subscribe to newsletters. Professionals ask me all the time, how can I increase my vocab? Well, this is how. Subscribing to newsletters is excellent. I myself have subscribed to letters about entrepreneurship, about things that I like, about music, and that allows me to, every time that I open up an email, read, and every time that I see a new word, I go ahead and maybe I note it down in my notebook, or let's make it more tech. I open up my notes app and I note down the word. And there are amazing tools such as Word Reference and Merriam-Webster, I'll link them down below, that allow you to check out the meaning. Okay, so day 5, you are going to use YouTube. Okay, you're gonna go ahead and maybe set up some time, I don't know, like 30 minutes, and you go on YouTube and you watch videos, and you also sing karaoke in English. That's an immersion activity that is fun and that can allow you to even increase fluency because you would be singing fast songs. Day 6, you're gonna go and execute something that I call cultural immersion. So there's a tool that's called Project Gutenberg that allows you to learn about different topics. Some of them are written by British authors and Australian authors. And so what you're gonna do is read a text about England, or for example, listen to an audio about Australia, and that can also immerse you into an English speaking scenario. For example, I have a student, she's from Mexico, and she's gonna work in Canada. So what she's done is also listening to audios about Canada so that she can visualize herself there. And that's very important, that you are culturally immersed in the world of English. These are all tactics that I've experienced myself, and I don't take them lightly because they have changed my life. So I'm so excited that you now have the chance to implement it yourself. And on day 7, you're gonna implement something that I called method speaking. Okay, so method speaking came to me because there's something that's called method acting, where actors pretend they are their character. So for example, Lady Gaga, when she did the role of House of Gucci, she had to have this Italian accent, right? And so what she would do is, even when she wasn't filming, she would answer the phone and she would do it with that accent. Or she would talk to her friend and she would do it with that accent. So what this does is she immersed in her character, and that's why she gives such an amazing performance. Now the same thing with English. So what you're gonna do is, the last day, you're gonna pretend that you're a native English speaker. So all day long, you're gonna talk to your family in English. You're gonna maybe say to your friend, I'm sorry, I'm like on this immersive plan, so can we talk in English? And you're gonna pretend that you are a native English speaker. I know it sounds weird, and maybe there are situations in which you're not gonna be able to do so because maybe you're in a company where they speak Spanish or they speak your native language, so that's okay. But maybe you could say to your boss as well, I'm in this program and I have to stick to this plan, and believe me, it will reprogram your brain to be more like a native English speaker. So you will speak like one, and you'll speak better English pretty quickly. Now, week 1 is all about habit building, week 2 immersion, and then week 3, it's all about listening and practicing. Now, you're probably thinking, but I've already listened. But we're gonna take it a step further. We're gonna, on day 1, use music. Now, I know what you're thinking. I listen to songs in English. That doesn't mean that I speak better. Well, but have you actually paid attention to new words? Because one thing is that you listen to it. Another thing is that you activate your brain to notice new words. So for example, if you listen to a Dua Lipa song, you are going to start noticing how she pronounces. What words is she using? And then you're gonna go ahead and note those words in your notes app. And that's gonna accelerate your vocabulary process. Okay, then remember, day 1 of week 3, songs. Noticing 2 new words in songs and music. Then you are going to, every time that you go and listen to a podcast, you're gonna analyze how are the grammar structures. With structure are they using? Are they using present tense? Are they using past tense? Are they using present perfect? Are they using the ing form? How are they saying it? All of that is part of an exercise that's called intensive listening, meaning you not only listen, but you intensely listen and you analyze. So, podcast intensive listening. Now, day 3, what we're gonna do is multitask. So let's say you're cooking. You're gonna go ahead and put in your computer a podcast. And so what that will do is warming up your brain as well to thinking more in English and to immerse yourself more and more and more and more, okay? So multitasking, you can also be driving, or you can also be taking a shower and listening to a motivational video, okay? And then we're gonna go ahead and start with our practice. Now, we have listened a lot. Now, we're gonna implement an exercise that's called shadowing. Now, I have a whole video on that technique. You can check it out right here. But shadowing is really an amazing exercise that I've used myself as an interpreter, because I'm an interpreter and I'm in events from time to time. And what you're gonna do is go ahead and pick an audio and you're gonna repeat every single word that a native English speaker says. So for example, you're listening to an audio about tech or about your profession, and then you're gonna repeat it word by word, okay? So that was day 4. And on day 5, you're gonna go ahead and implement the everyday imitation audio, an exercise that I created because if you wanna speak better English, that means that you have to imitate how a native English speaker speaks. Now, I've done that myself for a lot of years, and that's why I speak the way that I do. Okay, so you can go ahead and download the everyday imitation audio below. So go ahead and download it so that you can have expressions that you can use in your daily conversations, and then you can imitate how I speak as well. All right, so what we're gonna do on day 6, and we're almost all the way until week 4, we are going to go ahead and start taking action on practicing with different people. So what you're gonna do is you can ask friends, you're gonna ask colleagues, or you can go ahead and maybe go into a community of Facebook where they practice. Now that you warm up your brain and you have learned new words and you're getting into the habit of taking action in English, then you're gonna start now having chats with more people, okay? And I suggest that you at least have an hour talk so that you can see how it feels now that you are becoming more confident and fluent in English, okay? And so on day 7, continuing with the practice thing, you're gonna go ahead and do shadowing as well. But you see, in this day, probably you did shadowing, I don't know, audio of 30 seconds. Now you're gonna do a 1-minute audio. And then at the everyday imitation, probably you imitated, let's say 10 phrases. Now you're gonna do 20, okay? You're gonna do 20 phrases, and then you're gonna have an hour and 30 minutes chat with a friend. So now we have that done. How amazing does it feel, right? Okay, now on week 4 of your plan, and these are the last 7 days, okay? You're gonna step out of the comfort zone more. You're gonna go to a community on Facebook, and you're gonna ask the admin if you can go live and speak in English. Ooh, now that is a tough one. I remember when I first did that, I felt like I wanted to die. I can feel it now, and it makes me so nervous, but then it became normal and it increased my confidence in English so much. I do strongly encourage you to do so. You're gonna go ahead and go live, but not only for 1 day, you're gonna do it for 4 days. So each day you're gonna go live, and you're gonna, maybe if you make mistakes, I don't care, take massive imperfect action and do it. And those lives can be incremental. You can go ahead and the first live you can do it for 5 minutes, then the next one for 10 minutes, 15 minutes, and 20 minutes in English, of course. And what you're gonna do is, now that you have absorbed grammar through your mind, through your ears, everything, now you're gonna start writing as well in English. Now, this day, you can go ahead and write and practice some emails. Now, I do have a whole video on professional email writing that you can check out right here, and it will show you how to write emails in the workplace in less than 5 minutes. But what you can do is you can go ahead and write short emails. Pretend that you're in a scenario where you are contacting a client and that you're asking him to have a chat with you because you're selling something. I don't know, it's a pretend scenario, but the important thing is that this will increase your creativity in different professional scenarios, okay? So you go ahead and you do that. Now, the last 2 days are the most important ones, because those are the ones where you're gonna feel so confident and fluent that you're gonna start saying yes to opportunities coming your way. So it's time that you schedule an interview. If you have been postponing interviews in English, do it. Send an email, right? Send an email to your dream job recruiter, send an email to a company. Now that you have the skills, you can do so, and go ahead and take massive imperfect action as well. Go ahead and have those interviews, and you'll see how you're gonna feel much more confident. And then the last day, do the same thing. Maybe you've been always dreaming of applying to a job in Canada, so go ahead and send a letter. All right, so one of my students that I've mentioned before, I love her. She's a data scientist from Mexico. She's finally taking action on her dream career opportunities in Canada because she feels so confident and so fluent. She has taken action time and time again, and she actually has followed this whole process. And when she gets to this point, she's already ready to say yes to career opportunities. So she sent her letter, she's had conversations with recruiters, and she's taking action time and time again. So as you can see, this is a whole process of how you can step by step speak better English. And I know what you're thinking. This hasn't all been about speaking. It has been about listening skills. It has been about pronunciation skills. But that's every one of those elements are necessary for you to become super confident and fluent and speak better English. So I hope that you have enjoyed this plan. And I want to be honest with you. This is based on a methodology that I created. If you want to learn more about that, I have a link below for a free masterclass that's called How to Unlock Mind-Blowing Career Opportunities in English, because I've done that myself. I moved to an English-speaking country, England. I did my master's degree. I've also written a best-selling book in English. So I know what it takes to really capitalize on career opportunities that are going to move you forward. Now, the link is below. I hope that you enjoy the masterclass. And lastly, if you have enjoyed this video, give it a like, subscribe, and last but not least, I understand how hard it can be to follow a plan. And I know that you can go ahead and you can watch this video again and follow this whole process, but I'm gonna be honest with you. And for this, I'm gonna write it. There's an important word that I want you to keep in mind, and it is accountability. Now, when you go ahead and you have accountability, everything changes, because you may be able to follow a plan by yourself, but it's different when you have a mentor. It's different when you have a community of people doing the same thing. So if that's something that resonates with you, and if you need more accountability, if you need someone to get you to the goal, I am that person. And so we can have a chat. You can apply below to the English confidence method, so you can finally become super confident and fluent, and that we can get you to those goals like I've done myself. Last but not least, watch this video on habit building. Remember, that's the first thing that you need. That is the base to speak better English. And then this playlist as well, that's all about sounding like a native English speaker, which is also part of speaking better English. I'll see you soon. Bye bye.